Hello. I saw this video. This is a response video to J. Ritchell. It's a woman. The J, I don't know what it means. It's a Janique word or some word I don't know how to pronounce. But Ritchell, J-R-I-C-H-E-L-L. And watching it first, I wanted to do nothing more than to obliterate her. Because she is everything that is wrong with America. She epitomizes why the country will fail. And I just wanted to excoriate her and rip her apart. But then I figured, I realized something, I admit something, that her, along with millions of other, we're going to call them kids, even though she's 31, sheeple, we'll call them, that's what they really are. They have been brainwashed. And me yelling and screaming at them, while it may wake them up, is not going to solve the problem. Their emotions will get in the way. So, shocking, and I'm going to try not to curse, and it's really hard. You have no idea how much I want to eviscerate this dolt. But it's not going to be productive. I hate to sound like I'm becoming an old Dennis Prager or something, but I think we're going to take this lemon and make lemonade out of it so that, forget J. Ritchell. I don't care about her. But maybe some of you kids out there who are about to go to college, wake the freak up and realize, I'm going to try and expose who the real villains and what the real problem is here. Now, Miss Ritchell went to school for design. If you haven't watched YouTube, I have it up on my blog. You can find it there. She went to school for design. She went to what I believe is to be like an art institute or some kind of degree mill. And she shows her bill, and it's $163,000 in student loans that she owes. And she then goes on to say that this is unjust, it's not fair, she can't live her dream, she has shame, and that the government or Barack Obama or somebody needs to come in there and help her. And blah, 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 blah. So you can see where I'm seeing red, and I just want to... We're not going to do that. We're going to control family. We're going to breathe, and we're going to, not nicely, but diplomatically rip her apart. So here are some of the notes I took in no particular order, okay? One, $163,000 for a degree in design. Let's talk about math. You're 31 years old, and you signed away. You signed it. Right? You signed it. You said, I'm responsible for this. When did you not? Are you incapable of math? And I really want to know this. I really want to know. Are the people that were graduating from our schools, I guess not more than 10 years ago from me, because this woman's in her 30s, did you just clunk out at 4th grade math? Did you not know interest? Do you not know interest payments or amortization? Let alone, did you have the brain to think 160? Were you not able to add up what this would cost you? Did you do any cost-benefit analysis? Saying, hey, you know what, 163,000, I don't know, how do you get to 163 grand? All of a sudden, like, poof, like what? The balances, the statement said 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, oh, 163 grand? It's one of two things. You are either spectacularly ignorant or you're an idiot. You are a moron who can't do 4th grade math. In either case, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're in this point now, and you're completely responsible for it. Right? Second thing, design. Oh, yeah, design. That's a great degree, isn't it? Design. You know what that is? That's not a degree. That's not a profession. That's not something that people want to hire. That's a hobby. And the math is not unrelated. It's perfectly related. You obviously didn't want to go into a rigorous discipline. Like millions of other people, especially the women, and I'm pointing you women out. You want to be treated like equals? I'm treating you like an equal now. You girls major in the dumbest crap ever. Design. All right? And the fact that it doesn't have any rigorous math shows you wanted an easy degree. That's not a degree, it's a hobby. It's a very expensive hobby, $163,000 for you to go and get a hobby. And you don't have a job. I guarantee you don't have a job because nobody who graduates with design gets a job. But you never thought about that doing research about what you should go and major in. And I'm presuming if you got 163 grand, if it's a private loan, you're at a fly-by-night degree mill that totally scammed you, gave you the selling of the bill of goods, you swallowed it whole. All right? Not saying that there wasn't a scam. Not saying people weren't lying to you. Not saying that your teachers... Oh, that's what... I got to put another note. Not saying you weren't led to do this. That was the other point I want to make. All right, but in short, but the second point, that's a stupid degree. That's not a degree. That's not an investment. That's a pissing away hobby. And you're not even in design. I know you're not in design because I know kids that have design degrees and they're working as secretaries, which is what that degree allows you to do, basically. So, now, what really... just control myself. The government needs to do something. Really? Barack Obama needs to do something? No, let me explain to you how this works. You see, there is no Barack Obama, there is no Congress. They don't take their money, their private funds, and then give it to you to bail you out. They got to come to people like me who didn't make stupid decisions like paying $163,000 for a hobby degree to bail your dumb ass out. Okay? So they got to come to me. Now my taxes have got to go up. And not only my taxes, but all the other 100 million or so genuine workers and producers in this country have got to bail out the other 100 million parasites and idiots like you. And yes, you are a parasite. If you're asking other people to bail you out of your mistakes, you are the exact same thing as those banksters and those bank crooks and those corrupt bank assholes. Everyone complain about OWS, the bailouts. I agree. Those bailouts, those bankers deserve to be shot. I know, I'm not going to shoot them. No. But how are you any different? They borrowed other people's money, made stupid investments. You borrowed other people's money, made stupid investments. And now, just like the bankers, you're going to go up there and beg and plead. But something tells me, you and everyone else there like you, all these students that have these student loans, you're better than the bankers, right? No, you're not. You're the exact same thing because you're coming to people like me who actually have to work and produce and pay extra taxes to bail you out. This is not fair. Really? Yeah. You're telling me it's not fair. Let me tell you what is fair. What is fair is that you get to suffer your own mistakes. You take responsibility for your own mistakes. That gal, what was it? The stupid broad that had like 9 kids and kept saying, someone's got to take responsibility. Yeah, her. Yeah, you. What's unfair is telling people like me who slaved, toiled, did the right thing, majored in hard subjects, worked hard, contributed to society, didn't go running around like a parasite asking for bailouts. That's unfair to us. And you're saying, it's not fair. You, sweetheart, it is just that you got that $163,000. And it is just, and I guarantee you, if you're forced to pay back that $163,000, you're going to get a better education than obviously you did in K through 12 because you can't do math. And certainly better than that stupid degree you got. You're going to learn about the real world. About balanced budgets. About being able to forecast and do basic, we're not even talking calc. We're talking addition. So yeah, you're right, it is not fair. It's not fair that you dare to have the balls to come up and ask other people to bail you out of your stupid mistake. All right? The $163,000, that's your price for being stupid. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be nice. I'm done being nice. Nice doesn't get people anywhere. This touchy-feely crap that everyone, look where it got you. Everyone kissed your ass since probably the age you were a kid, all the way up to you were 31. Yeah, you could have the world. Follow your heart, the money will follow. Follow your dreams, pursue your dreams. Look where you are now. Okay? That's the price. That's the price for naivete, ignorance, and stupidity. But something tells me you're going to get a lot more street smart when you figure out you got to pay for this. Hell, you're probably getting more street smart now. You know, you're kind of like, oh God, what do I do? It's the first time you've had a real challenge. This is the first real challenge probably in here. I don't want to hear if you have kids. I don't want to hear if you have kids. I don't care if you're brought up. This is the first real challenge where reality is hitting you upside the head. All right? I don't want to help you with it. Terribly sorry I don't. Not my problem that you did this. You solve your own problems. If you were bailed out, you said that you could take care of yourself. No, you obviously can take care of yourself. See, the definition of taking care of yourself is self-supportation. You don't need people to constantly bail you out. I don't know the concept of independence, what that is today among not younger people, but younger people, younger-ish people. Do you know what is independence? How do they teach that in school now? Is it the fake female women's studies professors that all get government money and government bailouts and taxpayers' dollars to make work, create jobs for them? And they claim that they're independent when they're the furthest thing from the truth? No, you can't take care of yourself. You just can't. It's obvious. What idiot gets $163,000 in debt for a stupid degree? people who can't take care of themselves. They lack the capacity or the intelligence or the ability to do so. So, I wish people would have denied you your loan, but I wonder what would have happened if you got denied financing. You would have gone up and said it's an injustice, you're being discriminated against, it's a sexism against women, and I can't pursue my dreams. Well, now you got it. Now, what? What? Now it's a crisis, it's an emergency, it's a crime? Anyway, no, you can't take care of yourself. That much is obvious. I don't know, 5th, 6th point, whatever on. You're getting precisely what you deserve. I think I've kind of covered that before, but this is exactly what you deserve. Exactly what you deserve. And it's not just you. Don't think I'm picking on you. I'm using you as an example to prevent other people from going down your path and making your mistake, and then 2, to excoriate and eviscerate the people that, just like you, are relying on us hardworking, truly independent, truly self-reliant people that we got to go and slave away and work a little bit more for millions of people like you. You got the $1 trillion bailout for the banks. Now we got a $1 trillion bailout for you. No, I didn't want to bail out the banks. I didn't want to bail out real estate developers. I didn't want to bail out the investment bank and the crony capitalists. And I don't want to bail out the parasitic class. The truth is, I'd rather bail out people like you than the banker scum. That is true. But you're just getting what you deserve. If there's any justice, if there's real justice, you're not going to get a penny of help from everybody. Your life is over. You're paying the price for making a stupid decision. It's over. Your life is over. 163. Let's amortize that. I know that's a big word. Lot of syllables. 163. Let's say you're 31 divided by 34. That's the number of years until you go to retirement. So this isn't going to be. You're gonna have to make payments of $6,000 a year to have that loan go away by the time you retire. Now, $6,000, you could probably afford that. Let's do 163. Oh, that's 136. Sorry, 163 divided. Let's say 15 years. Yeah, you're gonna have to spend about 12 grand to amortize that. See, you're 31, so 15 years. You're middle aged. And assuming you knock out 12 grand a year on that debt, you're going to have that paid off by about the time you're 45, 46. You got 20 years to save up for retirement, if you're lucky. So, it's over. Your youth is over, let's put it that way. If you really work hard, you bust your ass off, you don't have kids you can't afford, you don't make any more spectacularly stupid mistakes like this, you don't buy a house you can't afford, you don't buy a brand new car, you don't buy purses, you don't buy Prada bags, you don't buy Jimmy Choo shoes, you don't buy whatever crap it is that people who are financially unsavvy buy. If you live on ramen, you're going to continue to live on ramen, you might be able to get out of this by the time you're 45, and then maybe have enough money saved up by the time you retire. Maybe. But until then, you've shot yourself in not even the foot, you've shot yourself in the kneecap and then maybe bashed in your other kneecap with a hammer. That's how much you've crippled yourself. Another thing. I know I'm an ass. I know I'm a jerk. I know I'm mean. But whose advice did you, let's say you bought my book Worthless before you went to college. All right, that's $5 on Kindle, $12.95 on paperback, right? And it would have warned you about going to, and then you would have said, I'm an evil jerk because I'm not letting you follow your dream, and you're just an evil guy, and why don't you have feelings, you're just oppressing me, you're denying me an education, it's my right, it's my privilege, Okay, fine. You would have done that. Whose advice did you follow then? See, I'm an evil, right-wing, Republican, libertarian, conservative type. I'm very bad. I'm the guy that everyone tells you to hate. And look, I'm white, and I am male. So yeah, don't listen to me, because I'm privileged, and I'm unaware of it, and my math is different than all the other math out there, and it's just I'm so clueless about being poor, right? Because I was never poor. I never had to pay for my own way or anything like that. So you're not going to listen to my advice. Obviously you didn't, or people who try to give you advice like me. So whose advice did you follow? Let me see. Let me see if I'm right on this. You followed what your teachers told you. You followed what the media told you. You followed what the government told you. You followed what guidance counselors told you. You followed pretty much what we could generally say are leftist politicians or leftist groups. Democrat, socialist type groups. Okay? I don't mean to bring politics into it, but I want to point out who genuinely screwed you over. Despite my evil, mean, condescending demeanor, I'm realistic. I would have told you the truth back then, and you would not be in this situation, this problem. But you are, and the advice you followed, I almost guarantee 100% is people on the left. And here's where you are a genuine victim. From college on, the schools, not college, kindergarten on, kindergarten through college, the teachers, who are Democrats, who are leftists, who are socialists, tell you the biggest lie ever, that you can do whatever you want and the money will follow. Hey, they don't even say money. It's not even all about the money. Education is worth it in itself. If it's not about the money and education is worth it in itself, why are you spending 163 grand? Don't you get it? They scammed you. They scam students out of $1 trillion every year. That's 1/15 of the economy. The education industry, if you want to call it, when we talk about the government military complex, ooh, the bad military. Okay, fine. They get about $700 billion a year. $1 trillion. Do you know the difference between a billion and a trillion? That might be a good question. That's another thing. Education gets more. Like 50% more almost. Do you think they really care about educating? Do you think they care about your future? Obviously not. You know what? Because you forked over $163,000 of other people's money to these professors. They got theirs. The admin, the school, the staff, the salespeople, the professors, they got theirs. It's no longer your money. And now you're on the hook to pay other people back for $163,000. Whose fault is that? Here's where I will grant you a little bit of forgiveness and understanding. From kindergarten on, you were brainwashed to believe whatever leftist, socialist, Democrat crap was shoved down your throat. It's global warming, discrimination, sexism, and because you're a female, and this does play a role, the glass ceiling, and you gotta go, girl, and you go and champion all this other stuff. But, oh, by the way, you have to pay $163,000 in education. Oh, by the way, you need to pay more in property taxes. They don't care about you. You're having what's called the college awakening, or the rude awakening, post-college awakening. I wrote about this. And that's where, for the first time, you're being introduced to the real world. Up until now, society, media, educators, colleges, teachers, professors, politicians, news have told you whatever you wanted to hear. Because they were using you to make money. Think about how much money these entities make off of you. From kindergarten, teachers, Democrats, socialists, teachers' unions, they make money. It depends on the school district you're in, but anywhere from like 5 to 15,000. Hell, some of the crappier neighborhoods, all the inner city, sometimes they get 30 grand a student. That's more than tuition for college. And now, of course, you don't pay that. Taxpayers like me pay that who own property, but they still make money off of you as a kid. They don't care about you as a kid. Then you get to college. Now you got to pay even more. Now it actually comes out of you. Then when you graduate from college and there's no real way for them to extract any more money out of you via education, guess what they do? They kick your ass to the curb and they stick you with that bill. So who are you going to get angry at? Don't get angry at me. I'm the messenger from reality. You can get all pissed off at reality. You can hate my guts. It's not going to change a damn thing, and it ain't going to make that $163,000 balance go down a cent. But with real intellectual honesty, real thought, real adult courage to face the facts, who screwed you over? It wasn't evil capitalists. And going to the taxpayer to ask them for money is dishonest. It's cowardly of you. You should feel shame for that. Now, I'm not saying that your situation ain't bad. I'm not even saying I don't have pity for you. I do pity you because you are a genuine victim. But realize who you're the victim of. Not George Bush, not evil Republicans, not evil white males, not oppression, not discrimination, not whatever freaking bullshit they told you from K through college. It is them, the socialists, the Democrats, that used you and played you for a schnooker. Okay? For a sucker. Sorry, not a schnooker. That's a game. For a sucker. So, if you want to be pissed off, you go look at the people who have been lying to you for the past 3 decades. Who told you to go do this. Get pissed off at them. And again, this isn't for the young lady who's got the problem. This is for all of you. You OWS student loan problems. Hey, look, I'm 80,000 in debt. Tough cookies to all of you. Wake up. And the sooner you wake up, here's what's going to happen. The sooner you wake up, are there jobs? Are there any jobs? No. Why? Because we keep bailing out people. Why is the economy so crappy now? Because we just spent $1 trillion bailing out the losers of the loserists of bankers. And now they're making the same stupid loans again. Instead of taking money and investing it in businesses and employers and entrepreneurs and innovators and creators so we can have jobs, so you might have a place to go and design, you're taking that money, voting it in, saying we should bail out banks. We need more teachers. When do we spend money on businesses? When do we spend money on creating and innovating shit? Or is it just, let's just educate, and there's no actual production in the end? See, when you start voting Republican, again, not to make this political, but we start voting for a pro-business platform, and we stop wasting $1 trillion a year bailing people out of their mistakes, and instead of, think about that, if we took $1 trillion from the banks, that we gave to the banks for the bailouts, and instead gave it to entrepreneurs, not give it, but just let people keep it, there'd be more jobs. And you would be sitting there, even if you did have the $163,000 in debt, you maybe would not be as intimidated because you might have a job offer that offers $60,000 or $70,000 or $80,000, and then that student debt would not be intimidating. But no, we are constantly asked to bail people out like you. People who've made egregious mistakes. Banksters, welfare recipients, single parents, I'm including deadbeat dads in there too, because it's not always the single moms, even though the single moms get all the money. And now what? We're going to bail out stupid students who major in stupid crap. You're never going to have jobs come back. You're not. What business is going to invest here when we constantly bail out losers? You need to start championing the winners, start championing the entrepreneurs, start championing the productive people in society, because then you're going to have jobs. And then everyone who graduates, what's the underemployment rate, or the unemployment rate for all these youth? Even the ones with college degrees. There's a whole other side. Are none of you kids getting this? Do you not see this? Hopefully this video pierces through. Oh. So yeah. And then finally, I've already covered that, why there aren't any jobs. Right. Now, I'm sorry, I'm not nice, and I'm sorry, this is, I get to live in this country too. I would have liked to have the 1950s, wife, kids, house, white picket fence, convertible, motorcycle. Not a lot. It's just what I'd like. Have a job just like everybody else wants. And I know this may shock you, but I haven't had it exactly easy either. I didn't make such a crippling mistake like going 163 grand into a stupid degree. But yeah, I graduated from college and didn't really have a real job. I don't think I've ever had a real job. I have had real jobs. But it isn't like I haven't witnessed the unemployment line. Actually, I haven't, because I've never collected a government check. I just made sure. I know it sounds crazy. I made sure to never need a bailout. I know. Fourth grade math. But yeah, and here, the overall lesson is not Miss Ritchell, or whatever her name is. Everyone like Miss Ritchell has to realize that they are not only the problem, but the solution to all the country's problems. Right? You guys have got to wake up and realize you're a drag. You're a parasitic class. This is not to be insulting and to say you're a parasite. Oh, how degrading. You're dead weight. You're dragging down the economy. Well, I got news for you. You get to live in this economy too. And if you have kids, they get to grow up in the economy that you leave them. So it's a very simple choice. Whine, bitch, complain, Barack Obama, Big Daddy government, come bail me out. Where's my Obama phone? Where's my free this? Where's my free this? Free that. Or, hey, you know what? Let's make sure there's an economy. Let's make sure there's jobs. Let's go pro-business. Oh, yeah, everyone wants jobs. Everyone wants the 401ks to go up. Everyone wants the stock market to go up. But boy, we really hate corporations. They're villainous. We got to tax them more. They're not paying their fair share. Make up your freaking minds. Just wake the freak up. I mean, I'm passionate about this because I can't see how you don't see this. It is so obvious and clear to me, but the rest of you are just like, what? What do you need me to spell it out with a PowerPoint? I mean, that's me, the intellectual reason I'm agitated by this. But by God, you people that have kids, do you not take any stewardship or investment in your kids' future to think about how to get the economy going? And when do you wake up and realize crap like this, all this leftist, socialist bailout, give all the money to these freaking worthless teachers, education industry, when, not to mention Detroit, when do you wake up and realize it isn't working? I know, because the socialists have done such a good job at brainwashing you to protect your egos. It's all about your ego. It's all about your feelings and emotions. Oh, I'm not going to pay for it. I'm not. I mean, well, I am. I'm going to have to pay tax. I get to cut a check. Did you have to pay in this year, lady? Did you have to pay in? I get to pay in because I had a pretty good year, actually. So I get to pay in more than, and then no doubt some of that money is going to go to you. Well, maybe not. Maybe if you become a truly independent woman and own your mistake, you won't be bailed out. And you know what? You won't be a parasite. And then you can walk with pride, saying, you know what? I made a mistake, but I got myself out of it. But otherwise, yeah, if you want to come complaining to the government, ask Congress and Obama to do something, they will. They'll come after people like me and take our money. And then guess what? No matter what you call yourself, you are a parasite. So the choice is yours. That's all. Trying to help. I know you've had touchy-feely, ass-kissing all the way K through college. Now there's the real world. And you can choose which one to live in. I know one is going to be successful, the other one won't. Toodles. Oh, hang on. And where is it? Here. All of you youngings, okay? Get this freaking book. There. Bachelor Pad Economics. Well, I'm not a bachelor. So what? Buy it anyway. It's not like economics is sexist or bigoted. This is, look, 512 pages. It carries you through every financial decision in your life from 14 to death. It is written with for men, so there's going to be like the chapter on girls. I don't think girls, unless you want to date girls, certainly by all means go ahead and read it. So there is that element of bias. But the financial advice, the basic, I know this one's this was like $27, but it's, for $27, you could have saved yourself $163,000. Seriously, kids, there'd be no protest, there'd be no OWS, there wouldn't be any economic problem if this just got into the hands of the youth. So freaking read it. Amazon. And if you don't want $27 on paperback, it's $10 on Kindle. Come on. You know, you accrue more than $10 in interest on just 10 seconds of your student loan sitting there accruing interest. All right, toodles.